I'm still confused.
All right, if you have anything to let me know, as always, pop it in the chat box. Otherwise, when you're ready, we're actually going to come on to reclined butterfly pose as our opening yin posture. So just come to lie on your back, soles of the feet come together. Beautiful. And just start to take a few moments to just breathe. Just start to expand through the front of the ribs, through the side of the ribs. Feel the belly gently rise and fall. And feel this very nice gentle opening through the inner thigh, through the groin. If it's a little bit sore in your knees, please feel free to place a block underneath them. And just take 2 to 3 more breaths here to just arrive, to just feel the connection to the earth beneath you. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, you're slowly just gonna draw your knees together. Nice and slow. And then squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Give them a nice little tight hug. Maybe go to kiss your knees. Give them a little bit of TLC. Then you're gonna grab hold of each knee with each hand. And you're going to start to create circles with your knees. So we're going to start to lubricate into the hips before we get started. So as always with our water element, we're working on fluidity of thoughts, of feelings, but also in our movements, in our hips. So really try and focus today with this idea of moving with your breath, one movement. Find this beautiful synchronized movement so you can enter a state of moving meditation. You can change the direction of your circles if you haven't done so already. Beautiful. And when you're ready, slowly come to stillness. And then you're just going to place your right ankle over your left knee. And then you're going to loop your hands through the loop and grab hold of either the back of the left leg or onto the shin. And then just gently try and imagine that you want to push your right knee away from you. So you can use your right elbow to help do this. Just going to get into that glute a little bit. And just take one more breath here. Lisa, your cat is so funny. Just stroking her face. And then we have Pickle come and attack. All right, when you're ready, unravel your legs. And then we're just going to switch straight over to the other side. So left ankle over right knee. And again, energetically try and push the left knee away from you. You can use an elbow if that feels good, but if you want to be a bit more passive, then don't stress too much about pushing the elbow into it. And just take a final breath. Then when you're ready, slowly unravel those legs. Beautiful. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest. You're going to rock up and down your spine 3 to 5 times. And you're going to come to your Navasana. We're only going to hold it here for 5 breaths, but I would like your big toes to touch and your knees to go as wide as possible. And then try and draw your knees in towards your armpits. Beautiful. Then as soon as you've got this position, you can either stay where you are, or you can release the touch of the toes and straighten the legs so your toes point towards the ceiling. And you've got this wide leg position still going on. Yes, you are going to get a little bit of cramp, but you will be okay. Yes, so if you've got your legs straight, can you straighten them a little bit more? Can you lift through the spine? Beautiful. Then if you have the legs straight, can you maybe grab hold of the big toes with the peace fingers to go for the bind, the full position, without rocking backwards. Take one more nice deep breath. Now, slow and controlled, your heels are going to drop down onto the ground. And you're going to keep this wide leg position. So Sonia, everyone drop your heels down, keep wide leg positions, legs nice and straight. Beautiful. You can grab hold of blocks if you want to, or you can just use your hands onto the ground, but I would recommend blocks to give you a bit of extra height. You're going to frame your right leg with your both hands. We're just going to connect to our core a little bit more. And all you're going to do is push your hands down onto the ground or blocks, and you're going to lift your bum. Lift your bum, and then you're going to lift your right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, switch it over to the left side. So frame that left leg, lift the bum up. Then we're going to lift the left foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Final time each side. Frame the right leg. Lift the bum. Then you're going to lift your right leg for 5, 4. Can you lift the left as well for 3, for 2? Yes, Sonia, for 1. And drop it down. Frame the left. Then when you're ready, you're going to lift your bum. You're going to lift your left leg for 5, 4. Can you lift the right as well for 3? Yes, for 2, and 1. Nice still. Drop it down. Place your blocks off to the side. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a tight squeeze. Rock up and down your spine as many times as you want, but we will come to our down dog when you're ready. Beautiful. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice deep exhale. When you're ready, I want you to think like water and roll forward into our high plank. Then you're going to soften through your knees and not going to touch the ground, and you're going to push back with your down dog. Go for 2 to 3 more. And I really want you to imagine that your body is like water rolling onto the beach and then back into the sea. So inhale as you roll forward and exhale as you push back. Can you get as much movement into the spine as possible? Oh, you all look great. Take one more when you're ready. Beautiful. And this time, inhale, roll forward, high plank. And then you're going to hold it there. Shift the shoulders forward beyond the wrist, scoop the tailbone under, activate through the legs. Keep the gaze just beyond the edge of your mat. Dome through the upper spine as much as you can, super strong. Take one more inhale. Then exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Beautiful. Inhale to come into your baby cobra. Start to hover through the chest, draw the shoulders down the back, lengthen through the spine. Take one more inhale. Then when you're ready, push up for your up dog, then push back for your down dog, whatever feels most comfortable. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, this time lower halfway. Inhale to come into your up dog. And exhale, push back down dog. Option today as well, if you would like to just pass on vinyasas, then you're welcome to do rolling vinyasas, just a couple of them. It's entirely up to you. All right, inhale, send your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, roll forward to a high plank position with 3 legs. That knee is still bent. And then you curl the knee into the chest, creating a circular motion. Drop the foot down with control in between the hands. Inhale to high lunge, sweep your arms up. Exhale to Skandasana, right side. Take a nice deep inhale, then exhale, transition to the left Skandasana. Take an inhale, then exhale, hands go to the top of the mat. Again, no, sorry, at the back of your mat, to the back, yeah. Round to the left side. Now again, here you can just step your left foot back, or you can start to play with the arm balance to take the left foot back. But again, we've got lots of rounds, so don't feel like you have to rush this transition. When you're ready, we all meet back in our down dog after we've done our vinyasa. And hold it here for just 2 more breaths. So you've got a lot of creativity with your flow today. Go with it where you want to go to. Inhaling, your right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, roll forward, then circle the knee into the chest. Drop the foot down with control. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale to Skandasana, right side. Take an inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, transition Skandasana left. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant the hands down, step it back, go through your variation of a vinyasa. I feel like Dill's still trying to get his head around this side crow movement. Beautiful. On your next inhale, gazing between the hands, bending at the knees, step, jump, float to come to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you arrive, then exhale to fold. Inhale to sweep the arms high to the sky, fingertips to touch. Then exhale, we fold all the way back down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands go on the ground, step, jump, float it back, go through your vinyasa. Again, if you're jumping back for things like that, I want you to try and do it with as much control and grace as possible. Inhaling, your left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, transition, circle the knee into the chest as you shift forwards. Then drop the foot down with control. Inhale to high lunge, lift your arms up. Exhale to Skandasana, left side. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, transition, Skandasana on the right. Again, inhale, then exhale, your hands float round to the top of the mat. Step, float, whatever you want to go through your vinyasa. Nice, Sam, good. Good. Take a moment here to just breathe. Then when you're ready, inhaling, left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, transition. Circle the knee into the chest as you shift the weight forward. Drop it down with control. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale to Skandasana, left side. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, transition, Skandasana on the right. Inhale, exhale, hands plant down, step, jump, float, fly, go through your vinyasa. On your next inhale, gazing between the hands, bending at the knees, step, jump, float to come to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you arrive, then exhale to fold. Inhale to sweep the arms high to the sky, fingertips to touch. Exhale to fold all the way back down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant down, Bakasana or Malasana. Option is yours. So if you're Bakasana, you're coming into your crow pose, automatically take the knees high, squeeze heels to bum, hold for 3 more breaths. Malasana, just make sure your spine is long. You're elevated through your hips and engaging your glutes. Final breath wherever you are. Then shoot, step, jump, float back, go through your vinyasa. Again, gentle reminder, you're always welcome to just do a rolling vinyasa today. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice deep exhale. All right, inhale, your right leg lifts high to the sky. We're working on pulsations. Exhale, bend the knee, open through the hip. From here, shift forward into a high plank position and keep that knee lifted. You're then going to take the knee wide out to the side and then draw it into the chest. This is the movement we're pulsing. Inhale, take the knee wide. Exhale, knee to chest. Now your shoulders stay over your wrists the whole time. Inhale, take the knee wide. Exhale, knee to chest. I want you to feel that glute burning. Inhale, take the knee wide. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time. Inhale, take the knee wide. Exhale, knee to chest. Drop the foot down with control. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale to Skandasana, right side. Keep the bum low, transition, Skandasana on the left. One more time with this transition, Skandasana on the right. Again, keep the activity in the legs. Inhale, exhale, Skandasana on the left. Take an inhale, then exhale, plant the hands down to the ground. Step, jump, crow. If you feel warm enough to now, go through your vinyasa. Side crow, sorry, not crow. Nice. Then inhaling, your right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right upper arm. Either hold it here or shift forward, come into your Kundinyasana. If you're holding, hold strong. Right knee, right upper arm. Keep the nice mechanisms. If you're Kundinyasering, go to wherever you want to. You have 2 more breaths wherever you are. Come on, Olsen, come into that Kundinyasana. I know you've got it in you today. Take a final breath. Then when you're ready, step the foot behind, down dog. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice deep exhale. 1 rolling vinyasa all together. Inhale, we roll forwards. Exhale, soften the knees, push back, down dog. As a reset. Inhaling, right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a nice deep inhale, then exhale, shift the weight forward, circle the knee into the chest, drop the foot down with control. Inhale to high lunge, sweep those arms up. Exhale to Skandasana, right side. This time, inhale, we lift up strong. Exhale, Lamb Warrior 2, front of the mat, left leg leading. Inhale to lengthen through the waist. Exhale, plant the left forearm onto the left knee, right arm up and over. We're going to stay here for just a couple of breaths. Your options are you can come towards your bind if you wish. Left arm underneath left hamstring, right hand to lower spine, interlace fingers. You're more than welcome to use a strap to help you if you want to. Take 1 more nice deep breath here. Inhale, come back to your extended side angle if you had a bind. Take a final inhale and exhale, then lift up, Warrior 2. Beautiful. Reach your left hand, left fingertips forward, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Take 1 more nice deep inhale here, then exhale, reach your left hand forward and be on the mat to come into your half moon. The left hand can touch down onto a block if you wish. We're here for 5 breaths. You're going to open through the chest as much as possible. Beautiful. Can you lift that right leg a little bit higher? You're welcome to go for the bind if you want to in the pose. But ultimately, I would love the connection to your core so your fingertips are hovered off the ground. Yes, Lisa, super strong. Agnes, can you lift that back leg just 1 inch? And Sam, can you lift that leg a little bit higher? Beautiful, guys. Take a final breath. On your next inhale, draw your right knee into your chest as you lift up to stand. Then from here, hook your right ankle over your left knee. Keep strong in that left leg. Sink the bum down, standing pigeon. Beautiful. You can hold it here or you can come to the arm balance. I don't mind. Option is yours. Keep strong and breathe wherever you are. Take a final inhale. Come back to your standing pigeon. Then draw your right knee into your chest as you lift up to stand. Exhale, slow and controlled. Step the right foot behind. Land in a warrior two. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to Skandasana, left side. Inhale to lift, then exhale, hands plant down at the top of your mat. Side crow, whatever, to go through your vinyasa. Again, you can always step it back. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, drop your forearms down to the ground. Walk your toes in just two inches or half a foot's distance. Send the bum to the sky, elevate through the shoulders and gaze between your hands. Really try and get this pushing sensation of your shoulders away from the ground as much as possible. Take 2 more deep breaths. Final one. Beautiful. When you're ready, lift both elbows at the same time. You can soften the knees to do so. Come back to your down dog. 1 rolling vinyasa. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, soften through the knees. Push the bum back. Down dog. Take a nice deep inhale. And a powerful exhale. Inhaling, send your left foot high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then transition, roll forward as your left knee circles into your chest. Again, we're going to pulse here. So inhale, take the knee wide. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, knee goes wide. Shoulders stay over wrist. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more times. Inhale, take it wide. Dome through the shoulders. Exhale, knee to chest. Final time. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, drop the foot down. Inhale to high lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale to Skandasana, left side. Transition, Skandasana on the right, keep the bottom low. Again, 1 more pulse just like this. Inhale, then exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, plant the hands down, step, jump, float. Take that right foot back, go through your vinyasa. Inhaling, your left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left upper arm. Shift your weight forwards. From here, you can either keep the contact or you can come into your Kundalini. Or like Dill, you can come into a single leg crow and then drop the head down. Option is yours. Nice, guys. 2 more breaths. Stay strong wherever you are. Final one. Step the foot back, down dog. 1 rolling vinyasa. Inhale, ripple forward like a wave. Exhale, soften the knees, push the bum back. Take a nice deep inhale, a nice deep exhale. Take a moment to reset. Beautiful. Inhaling, left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, transition, circle the knee wide as you draw it into your chest. Drop the foot down with control. Inhale to high lunge, lift your arms up. Exhale to Skandasana, left side. This time, strong in the legs. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale to land, warrior two, front of the mat, right leg leading. Lift up and out of the waist. Keep the legs super strong. Inhale, then exhale, drop right forearm to right knee, left arm up and over. Again, we've got a few breaths here. So if you want to come to your bind and you did so on the other side, then go for it. The main thing is that I want you to be lengthened through the spine, open through the chest, strong in the legs. Drive down that knife edge of that left foot. Beautiful, guys. Lisa, open up through the chest just a little bit more. Keep that gaze skyward. Take a final inhale and exhale. Come back to your extended side angle if you changed into the bind. Then when you're ready, inhale, lift up, exhale to warrior two. Flip your right palm, reach the hand forward, take an inhale, then exhale, reverse your warrior. Take a deep inhale here, then exhale, take your right hand all the way in front of the mat. The fingertips touch down to the ground and you come into your half moon. Go for as seamless transition as possible with that. So if you want to try it again, go for it. Again, your left heel is lifting up high. You're trying to hover your right fingertips off the ground. If you went for the bind, you can go for it. If you did not, then stay strong where you are. Wherever you are, try and nip in your lower ribs. Watch that they're not flaring and you're not arching through your lower spine. Can you take that left heel 1 inch higher? Beautiful, guys. When you're ready, draw your left knee into your chest as you lift up to stand on the inhale. Exhale, hook left ankle over right knee, drop the bum down, come into your standing pigeon. Get comfy in this position, and then if you want to move onto an arm balance, go for it. Otherwise, hold strong. Beautiful, guys. If you're in your standing pigeon, make sure the weight is back into the right heel and you're still lengthening through the spine. When you're ready, everyone come back to the standing pigeon. Inhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Exhale, slow and controlled. Take that left foot behind to land into your warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to Skandasana, right side. Take an inhale, then exhale, hands touch down at the top of the mat. Step, jump, side crow, whatever you want to go through your vinyasa. Beautiful. Take a really nice deep inhale. Then exhale, drop your forearms down to the ground. Again, just a little dolphin hold here, just to prep through the shoulders. Walk your toes in as much as you can this time. Gaze between the hands, elevate through your shoulders. Beautiful, guys. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, you can drop your knees down, coming into our first 5 breaths of free time. So if you want to come into child's pose, this might be the time where you're like, okay, I'm ready for child's pose. If you want to take it into inversion, simply interlock your fingers and drop the head down, come to a headstand, or you can come into your dolphin or pincher, whatever you wish. It's your time to do what you want to do. But the main thing is you're finding a moment of reflection in your practice. So whether that's in a crow, in a headstand, in a forearm stand, in a child's pose, in a down dog, whatever you need is what you're going to do. Take a final breath. Yes, Lisa, nice. Then when you're ready, slowly come to your child's pose. Just take 2 more breaths in your child's pose. Allow your forehead to drop down to the ground. And just allow yourself a moment to breathe. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, you're going to lift up onto your shins and we're going to come into a little back bend to open up through the airways. So place your hands onto your lower back. Make sure your knees are hip distance. Engage through the glutes. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the spine. Then exhale to drive the hips forward. And draw the elbows towards each other as the shoulder blades naturally glide down the back. Gaze towards ceiling when you're ready. If you want to take your hands to your heels, if that feels good for you, then go for it. If it doesn't feel good, then don't stress. We haven't done much back bending today. Take a final deep inhale. Then inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, drop bum to heels. Take one deep inhale. Then exhale, take the hands to the top of the mat, tuck toes under, lift up, down dog. When you're ready, go through your vinyasa, whatever you wish right now. Beautiful. All right, inhaling, your right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, circle the knee wide as you draw it into your chest. Drop that foot down with control. Inhale to high lunge and lift your arms up. Beautiful. This time, exhale, come onto a diagonal in your high lunge, so your arrow lunge. Then slow and controlled, lift up, warrior three. Beautiful. Find steadiness in that right leg. Draw the left heel nice and high. Find the length in the spine. On your next inhale, you're going to draw your left knee into your chest as you lift up to stand. Place the hands onto the hips. Then exhale, extend left leg out long in front, standing leg raise. Lift it up a little bit higher for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly lower down through your pistol squat to drop your bum down, or whatever variation you want to get yourself down, but slow and controlled. All right, from here, we're coming into our compass pose. So when you're ready, you can grab hold of your blocks, place them either side of your hips. You're then going to start to rock the baby on your right leg. So draw your right foot into your left elbow, and you're going to start to rock the baby. Yeah, beautiful. I don't know why it's called this, but just try to sway it side to side, open up through the hips just a little bit more. Beautiful. Then you're going to wrap your right arm underneath your right leg. You're going to try and vacuum pack it as high up your arm as possible. Then you drop your right hand down either onto the ground or onto a block if you want a bit more space. Left hand grabs hold of right foot. Then you start to extend the right foot towards the ceiling, and eventually you kind of pop your head through. Keep an engagement in that right leg. Don't just yank it there. Keep the strength in the leg to protect it. Yes, nice. Good job. Take a final breath. Then we're going to come into our 8-point angle. So you're going to drop your right hand down onto the ground. Keep the right leg vacuumed over your right arm. And then you're going to place your left hand down to the ground, left side of your hips. If you don't want to do this, you can carry on with your compass or whatever. Otherwise, hands go down. You're going to lift your bum. You're going to hook your left ankle over your right ankle and shoot your legs out to the right side. Beautiful. It's a very funny view of Dill. But it's literally just your bum. But essentially you intertwine your ankles and kick the right leg out to the side, and your shoulders will shift forward. If it feels comfy, you can transition it into a Kundalini to Vinyasa, all optional. Otherwise, go to wherever feels good for a final couple of breaths. So you can just play around. If you want to continue with your compass, guys, you can continue with your compass pose. If you want to continue with your 8-point angle, you can do that. Yes, Sonia, nice. All right, then when you're ready, slowly make your way back, come into your down dog. Then in your own time, go through your vinyasa of choice. Beautiful. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice deep exhale. Second and final time of our 5 breaths of free time. So if you want to come into an inversion, now the heart rate is a bit calmer than it was previously. This is a good opportunity to, again, find that moment of stillness. So you can come into a headstand, forearm stand. Child's pose is always an option, but if you want to take it upside down, do. Otherwise, arm balances are also always there for you. Take a moment to breathe. Find stillness. Yes, Sam, nice, good. Good, Olsen. Lisa, shift that bum back. Yes, nice, good. It's getting there. Yeah, it is. All right, when you're ready, slowly make your way back, down dog. Inhaling, your left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee, open through the hip. Take a deep inhale, then exhale, circle the knee into the chest. Then slowly drop the foot down with control. Inhale to high lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, come into your arrow lunge. Come onto that diagonal. Take a nice deep breath, and when you're ready, strong in your legs, smoothly lift up, warrior three. Find the length in the spine, draw the shoulders down the back, lift that right heel high towards the sky. Then on your next inhale, draw your right knee into your chest as you lift up to stand. Place the hands onto the hips. Exhale, extend that leg out long in front. We lift it up high and hold for 3. For 2. And 1. Slow and controlled. Lower yourself down for a pistol squat so your bum drops down to the ground. Yeah, nice. All right, from here, rock your baby. Place your left foot into your right elbow and just start to rock it from side to side. Open up through that hip just a little bit more. Beautiful, guys. And when you're ready, you're gonna hook your left leg over your left elbow. Place the left hand down to the ground. You can shift onto your right bum to find a bit more space to start with. That does help. Then you're going to start to extend your left leg towards the ceiling. Now you're using that strength in the leg. You're going to open up through that right lat, the muscles that run down your ribs as you pop your head through. Also, try and flip your grip of the foot. If you go over, you might, yes, like that, you might find you'll get a bit more space into the pose.
Even just the big toe.
Or even just the big toe like Dill does. You, again, might find a bit more space. It takes time, Compass. It took me a good few years to find it. So don't rush the process, enjoy it. It's a fun one. When you're ready, you can either stay in your Compass or you can come towards your 8-point angle. So your left hand plants down to the ground. Your left leg stays vacuumed over. You then lift your bum and hook your right ankle over your left as you extend your feet out to the left side. Your shoulders will naturally drop down just a little bit. Yes, Lisa, go for it. Nice. Automatically shoot your legs off to the left as soon as you lift your bum, Lisa. So you've got the hooking, shoot them off to the left and lower your shoulders down. You'll find like the balance will help. You've got a couple more breaths to play with. Again, if you want to try and transition into your Kundalini, go for it. Yes, Sonia, nice. Oh, breathe. Yeah, good. Beautiful. All right, guys, take a final moment here. Then when you're ready, come back to your down dog. In your own time, go through your vinyasa. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice deep exhale. Beautiful. Then on your next inhale, gazing between the hands, bending at the knees, step, jump, float to come to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you arrive, then exhale to fold. Inhale to bend the knees, come into your chair pose. Big toes touch, slight separation in the heels. And just take a few moments to find a little bit of strength in the back body before we enter a few back bends so we can breathe it all out. So try and find length in the spine. Can you send the weight back into your heels just a little bit more? Can you lift your toes? Beautiful. Then can you drop your bum just 1 inch? Yes, nice, awesome. One more time. Can you drop your bum just 1 inch? Dill, you're the only one who didn't drop your bum. When you're ready, slowly drop your bum down to the ground.
Cheeky.
Come into your Navasana, just 3 breaths. Squeeze your inner thighs. Lift your toes a little bit higher if you can. Breathe. Take a final one, then lower hollow body hold. Lower back is the only thing that touches. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. We relax and we flop down to the ground. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, you're going to draw your heels towards your bum. We're going to come towards our back bends. We have time to do 2 slightly longer ones. So if you want to start off with a bridge, you're more than welcome to. If you want to do 2 bridges, you're more than welcome to. You can always go restorative and place a block underneath your lower back. If you want to come into your wheel, you can come into your wheel. But the main thing is your feet are hip distance. You can tickle the back of the heels with your fingertips. And then you go to where you want to go to. If you're coming into your wheel, you place your hands under your shoulders, you lift up, you find space through the front of the body, through the chest. If you're coming into your wheel, I'm always going to encourage you to keep your heels down, to stretch out through your hip flexors just a little bit more. And try and take the weight into your hands a little bit more. Take 2 final breaths. Again, always be at a place where you can breathe, not a place where you can't. Then when you're ready, slowly make your way down. Your feet go mat distance. You knock your knees in. Place 1 hand on your heart and 1 hand on your belly. Just start to notice how the body has responded to that back bend. Then when you're ready, we're going to come into our second and final one. So again, you can come into bridge or supported bridge or wheel. You can go deeper into your wheel if you wish, as long as you support yourself enough with the strength and your form. So when you're ready, feet are hip distance. Make sure you can tickle the back of the heels with your fingertips, and you can lift up strong into whatever position you would like. Yeah, nice, guys, good. Lisa, try and take the weight into your hands just a little bit more. Shift that weight forward, forward, forward. Try and push the arms nice and straight. Yeah, nice, Olsen, good. Again, keep trying to shift the weight forward towards the top of the body. Take a final breath. And when you're ready, you can slowly make your way down. Again, take your feet mat distance, knock the knees in, place 1 hand on your heart, 1 hand on your belly. Beautiful. Then draw your knees in towards your chest. And when you're ready, you're going to take your feet towards the sky and come into a shoulder stand. Find 5 breaths in your shoulder stand, then come to a 10 breath plow pose hold. So plow pose, your feet go behind your head and your toes touch the ground. So we're just going to start to open up through the back of the spine. Beautiful. So in your shoulder stand, you want to create this beautiful length in the body. Toes are reaching up high towards the ceiling. Your inner thighs are still zipped together, so your legs aren't kind of like floppy. You've still got activity in your legs. Slight compression through the throat chakra, but we're opening through the spine. And when you're ready, drop your toes behind, come into your plow pose. You can go as passive or as active as you would like in your plow. I would recommend to go pretty passive. You can keep your hands on your lower back if you wish, or you can have your hands down to the ground. Your knees can be bent and your knees can be touching your forehead to keep it super chilled. Or you can straighten through the legs. Big toes can touch down, the tops of the feet, so you untuck your toes, can touch down, and you'll get into your hamstrings just a little bit more. But again, these are all options. And then whilst you're here, just start to allow your breath to soften, your heart rate to soften. Just start to feel everything that comes up in your plow pose. A pose that often people love it or hate it. It's like Marmite. But notice what kind of like radiates when you're in this pose. Any tightnesses will often show up through the spine in your plow pose, if not when you're in it, when you just come out of it. But it's good to recognize this, that perhaps you need more forward folds, more plows in your life. Take a few more breaths just like this. Then when you're ready, you're going to keep your toes touching the ground behind you, but you're going to separate your legs nice and wide into a V shape. You're then going to reach your hands over your head and you're going to grab hold of your big toes with your peace fingers. Once you have your big toes with your peace fingers, you are going to rock up the spine to land in the very first position that we did of our Navasana. Your legs wide, big toe bind. You have to catch it with your core. Sonia, you have to do that again. If your heels touch the ground, you cheated. Nice, Olsen, good. Yeah, nice. Take a few rocks. But once you've got it, hold it for a minimum of 5 breaths. If you're like Dylan, you're still rocking, that's all cool, don't worry.
Come on.
Yes, awesome. And then from here, keep the position, but release the bind and hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Relax. Drop those heels down, drop the legs down, lower the spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Take any final bit of movement you feel you need to take before we come into our Shavasana, a well-deserved Shavasana. Allow every single part of your body to melt down onto the ground. As we just start to feel everything flow through the body, every bit of energy completely rush through it. Check in with your mind, with your thoughts, with your feelings. Are they too flowing through you without any resistance? Did you manage to mentally and physically unblock anything stagnant in the body? And then just start to allow your body to fully surrender to the earth, your mind to stop wandering, and just start to allow your breath to get deeper, get slower, elongated. And just start to allow every tingle to wash through your body. When you're ready, slowly start to pull just a little bit of life back. Start to pull your mind back. Start to deepen your breath. Bring a bit of purpose back to your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Roll your head from side to side. Stretch your arms all the way overhead. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give them a nice little tight squeeze. Then slowly roll over to the right hand side. When you're ready, you're going to lift up to come into a comfortable cross-legged position at the top of the mat, keeping your eyes closed. Draw your hands to prayer to heart center when you get there. Inhale to just lift, lengthen through the spine, and exhale to just sigh out any residue energy. Take a moment to just feel, a moment to observe this clarity of the mind, this calm of the mind, and this softness of the body. When you're ready, draw the knuckles of thumb to third eye, forehead center, and namaste to bow forwards. Thank you so much, guys, as always, for practicing with us. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions in regards to